So tomorrow will be another day with x-rays for Will, and we're going to do this examination of his stomach again, and I think it's the fourth time we're doing this, but yeah, I hope it will go well, or I know it's going to go well in the end, naturally, but I hope she won't be so scared, because the last time we did it she was really upset and crying a lot, and I really hope that won't be the case tomorrow. And she's running a fever right now, but if she doesn't, she will have vaccination in the afternoon. But I can talk to the nurse about it, because we almost always have fever, so it's hard to find a moment when she doesn't. She has to be like normal ill, not normal, not more than normal ill when she does take a vaccine or something like that. And it's yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, it's gonna be long day and no work for me and no preschool for us, so yeah. But I was talking to some friends again, and I was joking around about how, because the two of us are single and was of us was seeing each other, and how to put an ad to contact the ad to date, on dating sites and so on, and what to write on it. And I'm not going to do that, because I don't want to meet anyone, or I want to, but it's not. I don't think I will, and I don't think those dating sites are anything for me. But it just for fun talking about it, and I started thinking about okay, what would I write? And first thought okay, we should write something about what I'm looking for, and first thing that pops up in my mind is okay, what do I find attractive? I find dark, tall men, and I'm thinking I can't write that, because if I did, I would exclude everybody who's blonde and blue-eyed and short, and even if that is not how I picture my dream man, that could very well be. You never know. It doesn't even have to be a man. You never know. So it's okay, I can't write that. And when you think what's important about him, and it's he should be smart. But the thing is, the people think they are smart are rarely very intelligent. It's often people isn't really that smart that think they are really smart, which means that you can't really write that either, because it would attract the people you don't want to attract. So it's something I could think somebody read books, which sounds very I don't know. And besides, it doesn't have to be a person who reads books, because I love books, but maybe, this guy, it's a dream of my life, doesn't read books, or maybe it's me to buy a lot of them and never find the time to read them, and if he was self-critical, she would say, yeah, maybe I would fit into that, but I don't read that much, or maybe she's looking for him, and I will miss it, but a lot of people. And I'm thinking somebody with nice values. How do you write that? Somebody's kind. Yeah, hopefully most people are kind and nice in some way, but it should be somebody who's too kind, because I have this really bad thing with me, that if people are too kind to me, I get bitchy. I had a problem with my oldest child's father. He was just too kind, so I started to be mean to him, and that wasn't nice, and I don't want to end up in that kind of situation again. I'm not a mean person. I shouldn't be that, and it wasn't his fault, it was mine, but maybe I should stay away from people who can't tell me no and tell me off when it's needed. So yeah, I can't really write that either. It's somewhat with humor, and everybody thinks they're funny, except people who actually are funny, and especially people who aren't funny think they are funny, so maybe I shouldn't write that either. And I think that's natural, so everybody has their own style of humor, so yeah, who likes Oriental garden and things like that. It would be nice. It would be nice to share some interest, but I'm the kind of person who can get interested in anything, so if I'm with somebody who have completely other interests, I will pay attention to their interest and get into that too after a while. And so it doesn't really matter. And it's also good if you have different interests, because you need, alone time and don't hang out all the time, and some space and so on. So yeah, it should be somebody like children. That's period number one. But it shouldn't be too childish. Yeah, like children. I think that's like, so if you write that, like, you're probably a man who likes children. Like, you can't write that either. It sounds stupid. And looking at the age span, like, okay, I think it's good if you're older than my kids. Means like 21 and up, 22 and up, and probably the age when you still are able to have kids. So maybe younger than 60, something like that. Somewhere between 22 and 60. That's pretty broad. And should they have to live where I live? Nah. I mean, I have distance relationship, and I think that could work if you really wanted to. So, I mean, what the heck should I write on this? I could, like, I'm looking for a nice guy who'd like to date me. I think that's it. But if you come up with any suggestions, just write them and I'll think about it.